What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Harry the Horse Barbecue. And today we are making a smoked confit beef short rib grilled cheese. Say that 5 times fast. Stick around for this one. You don't want to miss it. Let's get it.
Harry the Horse Barbecue.
Beef short ribs, otherwise known as beef plate ribs or short plate ribs, are a cut of meat from the lower part of the cow's rib cage or behind the brisket. Now with a beef short rib, not to be confused with a beef back rib, the meat is on top of the bones and the meat has a lot more intramuscular marbling, which makes it a fattier, juicier, and a more tender cut of meat. Now short ribs can be cut in a variety of sizes. They come from the dino section of the ribs, kind of where you get your big Texas style beef ribs. But whether you're braising short ribs, smoking them, or confiting them, the short rib can be cut to a variety of sizes to meet those needs. Now today I'm gonna be cooking up some short ribs where I smoke them and confit them, and then I'm gonna use that to make a bomb grilled cheese sandwich. So in order to make these smoked confit short ribs, we gotta go shopping for some short ribs. Beef short ribs. These beef short ribs are looking pretty good. Now I picked up these beef short ribs at my local grocery store and they were fairly cheap. Not much to do to these. Let's get them out of the pack. Man, these aren't looking too bad. Look at that marbling. Now I've got 6 beef short ribs here that I'm just gonna simply season up with some salt and pepper. These don't need much work at all. Let's season them up. Diamond Crystal kosher salt. Something about like that. Some coarse ground black pepper. Go for about a 50-50 mix here. Looks good. That's it, I'm keeping these as simple as possible and I don't really think you need much more than that. Short ribs looking good. Now that seasoning process was super easy and I want to build as much bark on these short ribs as possible. It's all about that flavor and that bark. These short ribs are all seasoned up with that kosher salt, coarse black pepper, and they are ready for the cooker. But first, let's go fire up the cooker. Nice. All right, y'all, cooker is rocking at about 225. We're gonna rock this cook at about 250 to 265 pretty much the entire time. I'm just looking for these short ribs to get a nice bark before we throw them in our beef tallow confit bath. What doesn't sound good about that? With the smoker rocking, let's go get those beef short ribs. Let's get it. Texas style beef short rib time. These are gonna be smoky, barky, fatty, and they're super versatile. Let's get them on. Up and under, okay. Nothing to it. We're gonna let these short ribs rock out while it starts to rain, and we'll check back in a couple hours to see that they're building a super nice bark, and if we need to spritz, we can hit them with a simple spritz. But for now, let's close it down. Boom. Shakalaka. Let's make some bread for this grilled cheese. Okay. Pot, milk, water, more milk going in, 1 packet active dry yeast. Give it a mix and let it bloom. Yeast is bloomed, let's go in with our flour, sugar, and salt. Softened butter. Let's let it rise. All right, y'all, we're about 4 hours in on these beef short ribs. Let's take a look and see if they're getting nice and barky all around the outside. Boom. Ooh, they're so cute. That bark is looking good. I'm gonna give them a spritz down. Apple cider vinegar and water. Come take a peek at these shorties. These short ribs are looking great. Just take a look. Yeah, these are gonna be delicious by themselves when they come out of that confit and even better in a grilled cheese. Not much to this cook. This one's super easy. Let's close it down until they get a little more barky and a little more tender. Then we'll throw them in that confit bath. Boom. Our dough's been rising for about an hour and a half. Let's go check on it. Not too shabby. Punch, degas, dump her out. Roll her out. We're gonna roll it up. Grease a loaf pan. We'll let it rise for about another half hour to an hour. 5.5 hours later, these are some barky looking short ribs. Would you take a looky-loo at that? Ooh, that's looking good. Now in the pan, I'm essentially putting all the meat face down, so when the tallow renders, it's going to just allow itself to soak itself all the way through that meat and just cover essentially the meat part and not the bone part so much. Only way to do this is with some Wagyu beef tallow. Cover this with some foil, back out on the cooker, and then we're gonna have some smoked confit short ribs. Back out on the cooker. I feel like some nice pickle chips will go along great with these beef short ribs and this sandwich. So let's make some pickles. Water, vinegar, salt, sugar. Let's bring it to a boil. Garlic, whole peppercorns, minced onion, red pepper flake, celery seed, mustard seed. Let's add our cukes. Brine time. Cool them, cap them, fridge them. We've got pickles. Pickles and bread, done. The last thing we need to do before we create this epic short rib grilled cheese, let's caramelize some onions. Avocado oil, big pinch of salt, and a little pinch of sugar. Let's hit this on low heat until we get some nice caramelized, beautiful sweet onions. All right, these short ribs were on the cooker for about 6 hours in the smoke. Then they went for about another 2 hours wrapped up in the confit. They temped at about 197, so I let them cool off. Then I put them in my oven set to 150 for about a 2-hour rest. Let's check out these beef shouties. This smells incredible. Confit rib shouty? That's looking good. We could chomp on into these right now, and these would make a killer barbecue item. You could feed a whole crowd with these little mini beef ribs. Ooh. But we can take this to the next level by shredding this up and making a bomb short rib grilled cheese. Let's make a grilled cheese. Not bad. Only the finest cheese for today. Tillamook provolone and Tillamook sharp cheddar. Cheddar down. Provolone down. Don't tell me that short rib's not tender. Oh, hot. Some caramelized onions. Nope, stay on there, stay on there. 2 scoops cheddar, 1 scoop onion, my friends. Now I would butter this bread, but I've got a lot of rendered beef tallow. I think I'm gonna use that. Let's grill these off. Ooh. Yeah, these grilled cheese are looking amazing. You know grilled cheese is a diagonal cut. Oh yeah. Let's get after this sandwich. Take a looky-loo at that and tell me that's not gonna be good. I gotta get after this. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. OMGZ, that is good. That bread is so crunchy and crispy. Can't go wrong with homemade white bread. That meat, smoky and tender and fatty. And just when you're only tasting meat and cheese, those onions come through to save the day. It is smoky, it's sweet from those onions, savory, salty, that bark is so perfect. Then that cheese adds this melty gooiness to it. And that bread is perfectly soft on the inside and crisp on the outside. We gotta test out some pickles. Oh yeah, a nice thin pickle chip. Oh man, these sweet, savory, got some heat. Bomb pickle recipe. Bomb. This short rib grilled cheese is so good, I just can't stop. You got them shouties. All up in that cheese. All up in that cheese. Them onions. Yes, please. That crispy bread ain't faking. Bacon. Yes, please. For dinner, this is what y'all be making. Why have I never Confit short ribs before? Just by themselves, they're killer. Throw them in a grilled cheese, some sharp cheddar, provolone, homemade bread, and some caramelized onions. You can't beat this. It's over. Good night. Done. See you later. That is killer. What's up, rib shouties? The only thing this is missing is a fine Canadian Pilsner. Thank you all for tuning in to Harry the Horse Barbecue. I really appreciate you checking out this video. When it comes to beef ribs, you gotta try out the short rib. They're super versatile, and you can smoke them and confit them and stop right there and have a delicious meal at the end of the day. And they will give you the quintessential barbecue beef rib bite you're looking for. Make sure you subscribe to the channel below. I know you wanna do it. I made everything from scratch for y'all, so you gotta hit that subscribe button. You know we got that crispy bark on those short ribs, that crispy crust on this bread, and that crispy pickle, so leave a like on this video. Leave a comment down below if you like beef short ribs, and let me know what your favorite beef short rib recipe is. If you like what I'm doing, you can follow me on Instagram at Harry the Horse Barbecue. Tag me so I can see what y'all are cooking because it really inspires me to get outside and cook. And with that being said, there's only one more thing, y'all. This one, plus a pickle, is going straight to the horse's mouth. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace! Mmm.